Well, what do you say, Rust? Is it time? What? I can't say that. What? George Lucas is a very nice man. Neil, stop that. Alright, guys. Welcome to Leave Reacts. Hope everyone's having a good day. I know I am. We are back, finally. Well, technically for the first time. We're going to be listening to 2 tracks off of the live Rust album. It's not the actual video itself because I know that is already going to get blocked. So we're going to be doing 2 of the audio tracks. After the Gold Rush and Like a Hurricane. Those are 2 of the most suggested ones, other than I think Hey Hey My and stuff like that, and I think one other one. Those are the most brought up songs, and I don't think I've heard After the Gold Rush. I have heard the original Like a Hurricane with Neil and Crazy Horse. Sorry, I blanked for a second there. Should have hit the pen before. All right, so yeah, first up is After the Gold Rush, and then Like a Hurricane. Nobody requested these, but I felt bad because I've had that DVD displayed for months now after somebody sent it to me, and I still haven't done anything from it, so I kind of feel bad. And this is apparently one of the best live albums, concerts, whatever, of all time. Also, these are 2 different performances. The first one is in Boston, and then the second one is in Chicago. Do with that what you will. I'll link my whole Neil Young playlist there too if you want to go watch some other stuff. And without further ado, let's go. If you want to subscribe, help a brother out, click that icon right down there, and then hit the like button right down there as well. And if you're not busy, leave a comment. Tell me what your favorite Neil Young album is. I don't know what mine is right now. Alright. After the Gold Rush, Neil Young and Crazy Horse. 3, 2, 1, go.
Well, I dreamed I saw the knights in armor come, saying something about a queen. There were children singing and drummers drumming. The archers split the tree. There was a fanfare blowing to the sun that floated on the breeze. We got Mother Nature on the run in the 1970s. Look at Mother Nature on the run in the 1970s.
Is this an environmental song in the 1970s? Good for him, man. Always ahead of the curve.
I was lying in a burned out basement with the full moon in my eye. I was hoping for a replacement when the sun burst through the sky. There was a band playing in my head, and I felt like getting high.
Yeah.
Thinking about what a friend had said, I was hoping it was a lie. Thinking about what a friend had said, I was hoping it was a lie.
Wow. That damn harmonica.
Well, I dreamed I saw the silver spaceships lying in the yellow haze of the sun. There were children crying and colors flying all around the chosen ones.
piano's been gorgeous.
We were flying Mother Nature's silver seed to a new home in the sun. Flying Mother Nature's silver seed to a new home.
Yep, I knew it was coming. Oh no. I thought we were going to get one more round of harmonica. I don't know how he does it, man. Every new song I hear from him is just so thought-provoking and so heartfelt.
When I get big, I'm gonna get an electric guitar.
Thank you, Canada.
When I get real big.
Like a hurricane. Probably give me two sides of a coin. I love it. That tone.
Once I thought I saw you
Turn it up.
in a crowded
Okay.
hazy bar, dancing on the light from star to star. Far across the moonbeam, I know that's who you are. I saw your brown eyes turning once to fire. You are like a hurricane. There's calm in your eyes, and I'm getting blown away somewhere safer where the feelings stay. I wanna love you, but I'm getting blown away. I am just a dreamer, but you are just a dream. You
Get it,
could
Doc Ock.
have been anyone to me. Before that moment you touched my lip, that perfect feeling when time just slips away on our foggy trip. You are like a hurricane. There's calm in your
dude. He is absolutely insane, bro. He's got such a natural feel for the instrument, but it's so unique too at the same time. Only Neil, you know? Bass is going nuts too. No. That is not fair at all. You still got a whole minute left, Neil. That was incredible. God damn, dude. I want to play it over again.
Like to thank the Road Eyes for helping us out tonight. And also our staff, research staff. Excuse me.
Our research staff.
Steve Clone and Steve Clone. Most of all, what a great audience. Thank you.
This one was in Chicago, I think. The first one was Boston. Well, I proudly display that thing. I have this whole time. I never really got around to doing it, and I kind of would forget about it, you know, even though it would be sitting on the table and I use it for a prop half the time. I just never got to it, you know. But then literally I was in the shower. I was like, oh yeah, rust and sleep. I'm not even kidding. That's exactly what happened. I had some other video planned. I was like, wait, just do something from that. And I'm so glad that I did. Like I said, it's two sides of a coin basically with both those songs. The first one, I don't know if that was him playing the piano. It does list him in the credits as playing piano on this album, so it could have been him. I don't know. There's also well, honestly, the other guy says keyboards, San Pedro. So maybe that was just Neil. But man, that piano was gorgeous. And then when that harmonica would come in, it was just absolutely, or when it did come in, I think it only came in really once. It just grabs your soul and just doesn't let go, man. That's kind of what his music does, at least to me. Like, I don't know if I just like really super connect with it, because on the inside, I'm still the same person I've always been in a way, and I always just gravitate towards the stuff that makes me hurt the most for some reason. I don't know why I'm that way. If I guess in some weird way, I guess I feel like I deserve it, and I've always felt that way. I probably shouldn't, you know? I mean, I've done some bad stuff, obviously, but nothing too crazy. I mean, it was. I mean, yeah, I never hurt anybody basically other than myself and their money. It wasn't anything like more than that. So it's. I don't know. I just have always felt that way. I don't know why. Even as a kid, like even before dad, all that stuff. Like I always kind of felt like I had this cross to bear, and I would always, if I didn't have one, I would give myself one. It's very strange, but this is how it is, I guess. And Neil just really, he just gets to he's just so blunt about it. It's not even blunt. I don't know what the word is about his writing. It's just so simple, but it just describes things so well, man. And I don't know. The mother, talking about Mother Nature and stuff, and it definitely felt like an environmental song, But his songs have layers and stuff. But I think when I did look it up, that's what it said. Hold on. After the Gold Rush, it was on After the Gold Rush. No, it doesn't actually say anything. I really like the piano in it. The harmonica is probably my favorite thing. His vocals are great, but it's for some reason it's always his writing, and his guitar obviously. But the writing, just he is such a gifted, just I don't know, not orator. I don't know how you pronounce it, but just the way that he presents things and speaks, and it's just so poignant and simple. Like some people, to say very profound things, they have to say a lot of word salad, and then I guess it's profound. Neil just uses like the least amount of words, and like I don't know, I guess like the least amount of words, and it just really gets to the point very quickly, and you automatically know. And it's almost like you fill in the blanks. It's like almost what he doesn't say, and then we fill in the rest with our own experience in life, because that's what I do. And you move on to Like a Hurricane, and man, do those lyrics hit hard. For some reason, they hit me harder here than they did in the previous, actual studio track that I listened to. I don't know why. This one was, I like this one 100 times better than the other one, and I really enjoyed the studio track of that one. So that should tell you how good this is. And I mean, I'm preaching to the choir. You guys probably already know how, most of you. And yeah, that was definitely the definitive performance of that song for me that I've heard, so far. That was incredible. The distortion, I mean, God, that tone that he had in that song. I mean, I don't think I've ever heard a guitar tone sound just so edgy and just so in your face, but also just so good and easy on the ears for some reason, all at the same time, man. Like I don't know how he does it. Like it's always something with him, and it's always something that just blows my mind. Like every song I listen to by him, well, maybe not every single one, but at least 90% of his material has always given me like a what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just out of this world. The lyrics, they hit so hard, man. I know from experience. It's so simple. Your love is like a hurricane. But there's calm in your. I can see calm in your eye. I want to love you, but you blow me away. I know I probably just butchered them. I'm sorry. Is this from memory real quick, but I know from firsthand experience it just 100% what he means. Like I know exactly that feeling, that exact just I don't know, action, light, I don't know, experience. I feel him in 100 different ways. So that's why that song kind of just gets me a little choked up a little bit. It really hits home, let's just say. But enough chitter chatter. So yeah, that was Neil Young on the lead guitar, harmonica, piano, lead vocals, and production, and Crazy Horse, which is Frank Sampedro on the guitar, keyboards, and vocals, Billy Talbot on the bass and vocals, Ralph Molina on drums and vocals, which most of them really didn't get to do anything until the second song. So I'm guessing the first song was mostly all Neil, unless that was, Sampedro playing the, piano, but it says Neil plays that, not him, so whatever. I feel like Talbot really got to shine there in the second half of Like a Hurricane. Maybe it was there the whole time, but I just wasn't focused on it. But I felt like his bass sort of just came alive there in the second half. kind of when the soloing started, he was holding it down, dude. And so is Doc Ock, man. I mean, Alfred Molina, what a drummer, man. I don't know him obviously outside of Crazy Horse and Neil Young and all that. I don't know if he did anything else or played with anybody else after that, or whenever he wasn't with them, But he's so good. Like just the way it's funny how we find these bands that just fit together so well. And there's usually maybe like one or two people that you could put in any band and they'd be good. The rest though, not so sure. But in the band that they're in, they are just out of this world good, And I'm not saying that's exactly him, but it's all that to say that, he's kind of like Ringo, and those drummers are just, they all just gel so well, and they play off each other so well, Talbot and him, that they're a perfect duo. It's like the guys Double Trouble, Chris and Tommy. They're very, they're great in their own right, but they're even better with Stevie kind of just backing him up and letting him do his thing. But Neil and all of them just play off each other very, very well. And San Pedro, I can't remember if he was on that original Neil Young A Crazy Horse album that Like a Hurricane was on. I think he was. I remember the other two and Neil, and I remember him from other stuff, but I don't remember if he was on that exact record. Trying to remember, I don't know, but he did. I'm guessing he did the rhythm guitar in this, whatever. Neil was really high distortion, just man, those like squeeches and squelches and all those noises he was getting. Oh my god, bro! It just makes your skin. If you're a music lover, I mean, there's no way you can just like shake with glee while listening to that. I mean, that's insane, man. Some of the stuff that Neil was doing on the guitar in this was just incredible, bro. And he's blown me away 1,000 times, it feels like, with his guitar skills, but nothing like here, man. I mean, wow. That tone alone, the second I heard it, I was just like, oh my goodness, it's gonna be one of those songs. I already know the song, but this rendition of it, and the distortion was just such a great addition to it. Because I remember the original track, I mean, it had a little distortion, not nowhere near as close, as much as this, but it was a little bit, but it was way more clean sounding in the original like studio cut of it. But this is, good God. That is one of the best guitar tones I've ever heard in my life. I'm not even being hyperbolic. That is so tasty, bro. It is so good sounding. And especially for this song and the way that midsection hits and the catharsis that you feel by the time you get through that solo and, get back to the main line in the chorus again. Like, it's, what a feeling it gives you, dude. Like, I mean, I really can't say that I could just drop the mic right there. Like, what a feeling it gives you. And especially if you know what he's talking about and you've been through situations like that, he puts it absolutely plainly. That's what the word is. He just puts it so plainly and just simple and blunt. And it just cuts right to the bone, man. Like, it really does. Like, I just kind of getting lost in my head halfway through it because, and I've already heard the song, I've heard it once before. So it's man, it's just one of those ones that just gets under your skin and it just never really, leaves. That's a lot of his music, I've noticed. He's a hell of an artist, man. He does not get the credit he deserves these days. A lot of these artists that we listen to on here, man, like, I wish I could shout every single one of their names from the rooftops, but I don't know, man. It's almost like, I mean, there's a lot of young people that are looking for good music, and they come back and they find stuff like this and they just love it like I do, But a lot of the people, they're just so trained and conditioned by the music of today to just accept crap and just only like the new stuff that comes out, because it's new. But then they forget about it in like a week, and maybe other than like one song or something like that, it's all very forgettable. Like, that's the thing. Like, a lot of the music nowadays, it's not that it's not all of it is bad per se, but a lot of it's just forgettable, and a lot of things are these days. It's not anything to write home about, as they used to say, like, okay, yeah, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't great either, or it wasn't good. Like, this is excellent. This is excellence like just on display right there, pure excellence. And you compare it to stuff these days, which, comparison is the thief of joy, but still, that's all we have sometimes is comparison. So you just can't accept mediocrity. That's what we do these days. Is we just, okay, that's good enough. I don't want to worry about it. Just go. There's no more like bleeding or sweat and tears, sort of thing for the art. It's all just done on a phone that was made with cobalt and nickel from like mines in Africa. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's just all very hypocritical to me, but I don't know. That's just the world, man. It's a world full of contradictions. And I've been talking long enough. This is a long enough video. And no one even requested this. This is just me. This is Lee taking over the wheel. He said, nope, this is my turn. Hold on. But yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed that. If you have any other recommendations from this album, I definitely want to do more from it. So if you leave some suggestions down below, I will do 2 more next week. I actually have other songs downloaded that I was going to do, but I decided on these 2. I have The Loner and... Oh, I have The Loner. That was the other one. Never mind. But I decided just to do those 2. So I think that's it, guys. Jesus Christ, Lee. I think that is it. Thanks for watching. Patreon. Right there. That's a picture of it. There's a link in the description. If you join the $15 tier or up, you get 1 free request a month for this last month only. And then it's changing in August. But yeah, if you hop in there now, you got like a week left. Or about 6 days, 5 days, maybe 5 days. If it's short, 6 or 7 days until the requesting for this month is closed, and then I have to finish up the stuff for this month. I can't believe it's already the end of July. Like, time just flies, guys. It's so crazy, and I'm so grateful for y'all. I hope y'all knew that. You really are like the best community that I could have ever dreamed of. Like, seriously, I mean, you guys are so knowledgeable. Y'all are so just generous and just so forthcoming with information, and I'm just a sponge. I soak it all up. So I really appreciate the stories and the experience. I promise that I'm going to try my best to keep this stuff alive. I mean, no offense, but God willing, I guess, or whatever you want to say, I'll be here, longer than you guys, hopefully, I don't just drop dead tomorrow or something, but I'm going to try my best to keep this stuff alive. I'm going to give it to my children, and I'm going to tell them to give it to their children. And that's the only thing we can do, Luckily, the internet is good for one thing, and that is having music on it, And that is about it. The rest is not good for us. But having music on demand, it's still, that's a whole other conversation, but whatever. I'm getting off track. There's also a PayPal, there's a PayPal link in the description if you want to send a tip or a request in that way. See you later.